There are some popular football cards that have more than doubled in price in the last few weeks, but there's some baseball cards that are hot as well. We'll tell you which ones are hottest next. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday. And guys, we have big news today to share on the show right off the bat. This is a box of the brand new Flawless Football, and I am giving it away tonight. Tonight, I'm going live on Whatnot. In fact, just right about now, I'm going live on Whatnot at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Sports Card Investor channel on Whatnot to give this away. To enter the giveaway, go to Sports Card Investor's Instagram. You comment there to enter the giveaway, and then you go live with me on Whatnot. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. If you don't have that Whatnot app, scan that QR code. We'll get you set up with an account. We'll get you $10 in free credit. And join live on the Sports Card Investor channel, 7:30 p.m. tonight on Whatnot. I'm going to give that away. I've got a lot of other giveaways. And then I am also selling the cards from the Burbank Card Show that Reeves and I picked up. We'll see you there tonight. Also, huge personal news. One of the biggest, actually the biggest announcement in sports card investor history. An announcement that is going to have an incredible impact on the entire sports card hobby is coming October 8th on this YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed. You're not going to want to miss it. But today, guys, we're talking about cards that are having an impact in the sports card hobby. What's going up and down the most? And let's start by looking at the market pulse by market movers. We're down slightly, continues to be a sell-off of Shohei Ohtani cards and of Wander Franco cards, and that is actually what is kind of dragging down the overall numbers in the sports card market, because you can see baseball cards from 2018 through 2020, that category of cards is way down, and it's kind of pulling everything a little bit down with it. But there are some football cards that are doing very, very well, and there is some baseball that's doing well too. Let's get started. I'll show you what's going up the most now. We're starting today with a cold card, as we do every week, and today it is Russell Wilson. The Denver Broncos quarterback has found himself on the cold list after a disastrous start of the year in Denver. You guys probably saw they were absolutely dunked on by the Miami Dolphins this past weekend. They put up 70 points on the Broncos. The Broncos are now 0-3. And Russell Wilson isn't the only problem with the Broncos, but he's also not part of the solution right now, it doesn't seem. His play has not been wonderful. And of course, last year, the Broncos were 4-11 in the games that he played in. The year before in Seattle, he was 6-8. So now people are really starting to question, is Russell Wilson just, has some of his skills diminished? Is he starting to just kind of lose his ability to be a top-tier starting quarterback in the NFL? Because we have not seen that Russell Wilson now for a few seasons. Football card collectors and investors are getting worried, and they are selling off Russell Wilson cards. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. You can see some of these price declines really starting to happen here over the last 7 to 10 days or so. I'm looking at 4 of Russell Wilson's rookie cards from 2012, his Topps Platinum base, his Prism base, his Contenders rookie ticket auto, so a higher end card there, and his Topps Chrome base and PSA 10. All of these cards down somewhere between about 5% and about 24% over the course of the last 30 days. That Contenders rookie ticket auto and PSA 10, someone paid $810 for that card 30 days ago. Most recently sold for $620. Unless Denver starts winning soon, this downward trend for Russell Wilson cards will probably continue. But now let's talk about cards going up. And starting the list today is Caleb Williams, the outstanding college quarterback at USC. The Trojans are 4-0 so far this season. Caleb Williams has passed for more than 1,200 yards with 15 touchdowns and no interceptions. Of course, this guy won the Heisman Trophy last year, and he's one of the favorites to potentially win it again this year. Many people think he will be the #1 pick in the draft, and so there's a lot of interest in his cards. And one of the really unique things now is we actually have legitimately licensed college cards. Topps came out with their Bowman U product a couple of years ago, which is now giving us college cards. That product is now officially licensed, so you can get rare, high dollar, high value cards of these college athletes like Caleb Williams, and they actually can do some positive things on the secondary market if those players play well. Let's take a look here in Market Movers and I'll show you what I mean. These are 3 of Caleb Williams cards from 2022 Bowman Chrome University. These are his first Bowman Chrome U prospect cards. This is his base card in PSA 10, his auto card in PSA 10, and his purple shimmer refractor card in PSA 10. And you can see how all of these have been moving up on the graph over the last 30 days. In fact, all of these cards are up anywhere between about 7% and about 40%. It is the autograph version of that card, the first auto, that was $610 30 days ago. Most recently sold for $850. That is a nice little increase for the Caleb Williams market. Sticking with football for the number 4 spot, and it is Tyreek Hill, who ran absolutely wild over the Denver Broncos defense this past weekend en route to the Dolphins scoring 70 points. And Will was a big reason for that. In that game, he had 9 catches on 11 targets for 157 yards and a touchdown. On the season so far, he has 4 touchdowns, 412 yards after just 3 games. He has cemented himself as possibly the best, certainly one of the best receivers in the NFL. And I think there's no doubt that he is the most fun to watch. And there's a lot of card collectors who agree. His cards are all shooting up the charts. Look at these charts, guys. Wow, look at this, just these cards taking off here over the last couple of weeks. These are his rookie cards from 2016. His 2016 Prism Silver, his Optic Base, his Optic Red and Yellow. You get the nice Chiefs color match on that card. And then his Optic Hollow, all of these in PSA 10 condition. All of these up somewhere between 48% and 67% over the course of the last 30 days. It is that Optic Red and Yellow that 30 days ago in PSA 10 was $135, most recently sold for $225. But all of these cards are doing good things. His Prism Silver went from $144 also to $225. It has been a great start to the season for the Dolphins and especially Tyreek Hill. There's another rookie from that 2016 football draft class in the top 5 today, and it's Jared Goff. The Detroit Lions quarterback is having another really solid season. The Lions are 2-1 so far. Goff has passed for 819 yards with 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and he's starting to look the part. He, of course, was a former number 1 pick, disappointed at times with the LA Rams, even though he did get them to the Super Bowl one year, but he seems to have looked better ever since he got to Detroit. And this year, there's a lot of hope and expectation on the Lions, and so far, they seem to be playing up to that for the most part. So there's a lot of people bullish on Jared Goff cards right now. Let's take a look at Market Movers, and these are the cards we're looking at from 2016. His Prism Silver, his Optic Red and Yellow, his Optic Base, and his Optic Hollow in PSA 10. And you can see on the graph, these are all moving up. That's what you want to see. And in fact, over the last 30 days, these cards are up anywhere between 9% and almost 53%. It's that Optic Hollow that 30 days ago sold for $141 in PSA 10 condition, most recently sold for $215. It is a nice month for Detroit and for Jared Goff fans. And now it's time for some baseball. In the number 2 spot today, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And probably no surprise, he's on one of the best teams in baseball. The Braves just won their 100th game of the season Sunday night. And of course, Acuna is one of the major reasons why. He just joined the 40-40 club, 40 plus home runs and 40 plus stolen bases. I believe he's the 5th player ever to do that, but he's gone beyond that. He's actually a member of the 40-60 club because he actually has 68 stolen bases right now. He's the first person ever to get anywhere close to that. No one's ever gotten 40-50, much less 40-60. So he's doing historic things, and there's a chance he could actually get to 40-70. Wouldn't that be something? He absolutely is in a class all of his own, and that makes him the favorite to win the National League MVP this year. Let's take a look at what his cards have been doing. They've been hot all season long, but they have continued to trend up a little bit here over the last 30 days. I brought up a smattering of his 2018 rookie cards on the screen. I've got his Topps Heritage, his Topps Update Base, his Topps Update Rookie Debut, his Topps Chrome Update Base, his Bowman's Best Refractor, and then his high-end Topps SP variation, the bat down, the short print that so many collectors love. All of these cards ticking up quite a bit over the course of the last 30 days, and really the entire season these cards have been up. But over the last 30 days, these are up anywhere between about 3%, and some of these cards have doubled, up 100%. That Topps Chrome Update Base in PSA 10 has gone from $52 to $104 over the course of the last 30 days. On the high end, that bat down variation from 2018 Topps, the short print in PSA 10, 30 days ago, you could have picked that card up for $938. It most recently sold for $1,140. That is close to a $200 increase over the course of the last 30 days. A nice run, a beautiful season for Ronald Acuna Jr. It's time for today's number one card, but before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs from this episode are from Market Movers, and you have to check out the new Market Movers. We added the sales history feature a couple of months ago, and it is an absolute game changer. You can now look up the price of any card by using Market Movers. Guys, the easiest way to try it out is to get the Market Movers app from the App Store on your phone, or you can go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar. Try out Market Movers for free. You're gonna love it. Okay, guys, it's time for the number one card. Can you guess who it might be? Some of you might think it might be Puka Nacua. The receiver for the Rams has been doing absolutely outstanding, but the only reason why he hasn't made this list yet is because there's very few of his cards out on the market, only some of the really early products. I'm sure he'll be in the top 5 as this year goes on. Others of you might guess Tua. And of course, Tua's cards have been absolutely red hot, but he was number one on the list last week. So we got to put someone new in the number one spot today. And that person is Brock Purdy. Well-deserved Brock Purdy, the San Francisco 49ers quarterback, is doing outstanding. He's got the 49ers off to a 3-0 start. He's passed for 736 yards this season with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. Of course, San Francisco looks like an absolutely incredible team this season. They are going to be a tough opponent for anybody to play. And Brock Purdy just continues to impress with how good and consistent and mistake-free his play is. And his card prices are reflecting his incredible play. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. Look at the graph, guys. These would have been the cards. Brock Purdy cards would have been the cards to buy this summer. Unfortunately for me, I chose to put some money into guys like Desmond Ridder. Maybe I should have shifted a little bit to Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy's cards are going absolutely insane. It is awesome to see. I brought up 6 of his key rookie cards here on the screen from 2022. His 2022 Prism Base, Prism Silver, Donruss Base, Optic Base, Optic Hollow, and his Downtown card, a higher end card which everybody loves, all in PSA 10 condition. All of these cards over the last 30 days are up anywhere between 35% and all the way up at 112%. His Prism Base card in PSA 10, it is up 112%. You could have bought that card 30 days ago for $91. It is now $194. His Prism Silver has gone from $525 to $900, a $375 gain on that card in just 30 days. And how about his Downtown? His Downtown has gone from $2,000 to almost $3,000 over the course of the last 30 days. That is how you start a season. And if you picked your cards right this summer, if you bought guys like Purdy and Tua and other guys who are on the top 5 list today, you're doing really well for yourself right now. Thankfully, I bought some, but not as many as I would have liked to of some of these players. I wish I could go back and buy a little more. I'm sure you feel the same way, but hopefully you did buy a lot of these. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you didn't buy too many Justin Fields cards or Russell Wilson's cards because, you know, they kind of gone the other direction. All right, guys, thanks for watching the show. Reminder, I'm giving this away tonight on Whatnot, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Sports Card Investor channel on Whatnot. That live stream is going to go all the way till about 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure to join, enter the contest, join for some flawless. Like the video, subscribe, check out Market Movers, and I'll see you soon for my next one. Take care.